Stop right there! Don't take another step!
The words burst out of my mouth so sharply that Mira and Zoe both jerked and spun around. At that exact moment, I saw a boy around 6 years old standing right at the edge of the water park pool, where the tiles were slick with water spilling over them, shiny like they had been oiled. Wind from the wave machine blew hard, water slapping against his legs again and again. He looked around in panic, eyes red from crying. We only had 30 seconds left before the intro music would play. Fans had already packed the wave pool area, sunlight reflecting on the water like real stage effects. Everything was ready for the biggest summer performance of Huntrix. But no one below noticed anything. Everyone was counting down, shouting our names, waiting for us to step out. I tossed my mic back to Mira and bolted out of formation, running straight toward the pool edge. Zoe shouted behind me.
Rumi! The music is about to start! You're the opening formation!
I didn't answer. I just ran faster. The boy stepped back because the crowd behind him pushed slightly, and behind him was only deep water. I slid on the wet tiles and managed to grab his wrist at the exact moment he slipped. The boy burst into loud sobs.
Where's my mom? I'm scared.
I hugged him close, calming him even though my heart was pounding like it wanted to tear my chest open. It's okay. I've got you. No one's letting you fall. Mira and Zoe ran over, blocking the sides to stop fans from crowding in. Security rushed in too, their faces pale.
That area is really deep. If he fell in, it would be extremely dangerous.
I asked gently.
Do you remember what your mom was wearing?
The boy nodded while crying.
Mom, yellow shirt, long hair.
I took a deep breath, stood up, raised my arm high, and shouted louder than the fans.
The mother in the yellow shirt of this little boy! Where are you?
The noise started to die down. People in the area looked around. Then from the right side, a woman in a yellow shirt collapsed to her knees, covering her mouth and crying.
My baby!
She rushed forward, pushing through the crowd as if there was only one goal in her entire life. When she finally held her son, the two of them broke down, crying so hard that no one could look at them without feeling their heart tighten.
Thank you, oh my god!
She couldn't form proper words, only clung to her child. I let out a long breath, my whole body soaked with pool water and sweat. Zoe placed a hand on my shoulder, laughing breathlessly.
Rumi, if you were half a second slower, we would have been live streaming a disaster.
Mira gasped.
I saw you jump off the stage and thought you slipped, not that you were saving someone.
I laughed even though my legs were still shaking.
Not slipping is already lucky.
But the chaos of the show wasn't over. From the walkie-talkie, the director yelled like he was about to smash his head against a wall.
Huntrix! The intro music is over. Get on stage now. Skip straight to part 2. Don't just stand there.
The three of us looked at each other, hair wet, outfit soaked, mascara slightly smudged from the pool water, panting from running. I took a deep breath.
Let's go! We already turned this crazy water park into a battlefield anyway, so let's perform like we meant it!
Zoe burst out laughing. Mira shook her head and pulled me along. The three of us sprinted back to the stage, sliding across the wet floor like figure skaters. The crowd exploded when they saw us return. Fans screamed louder than ever. I grabbed the mic, spun once, and joined the beat right where the music was still rolling. The stage erupted. Water sprayed up like fireworks. The entire wave pool jumped to the rhythm. And in that moment, I understood.
It wasn't a perfect jump or a flawless intro that made a moment special. But the second you decide to save a life without hesitation...
Hello, I'm Rumi. I'm a member of the girl group Huntrix. Today, I'll tell you about a story I experienced. The story of how I almost ruined the friendship in our group, just because of a misunderstanding at the dorm. That day, Zoe went to bed early, while Mira disappeared the whole evening without sending a single message. I was still drying my hair in the living room, trying to relax after a long day of practice. Then, I heard a very soft sound from Mira's room. The door was slightly open. In the dark, Mira's voice sounded low, rushed, as if she was trying to hide something.
Don't let Rumi know.
Just those 4 words alone made the air freeze. I stood still, my heart pounding with every syllable. Why shouldn't I know? Mira had never spoken in that tone, never been cautious, because of me. In the days after, Mira became even stranger, avoiding my eyes, texting someone constantly, going out more often. Whenever I entered the practice room, she would hide her phone suspiciously fast. Those tiny little things, gathered together, turned into a huge question weighing heavily in my chest. Something was happening. And it involved me. On the third night, I heard Mira talking again, this time clearer, even colder.
If Rumi finds out, the plan is ruined.
The feeling of being excluded from some secret circle made it hard to breathe. I didn't dare ask, didn't dare confront her. I was scared of hearing an answer I wouldn't be able to bear. The next morning, Mira said she was going out to buy something. That simple sentence made me jump up instinctively. I followed behind from a distance. Mira walked quickly, hiding her face, like someone afraid of being seen. She turned into an office building. I stood in the hallway outside, my heart pounding painfully. Through the glass, I saw Mira talking to the receptionist.
I'm here to review the contract. Remember, don't let Rumi know.
I felt like the ground slipped under my feet. A contract? Behind my back? Not letting me know? A flood of horrible thoughts rushed into my head like a tsunami. Was Mira signing a solo deal? Leaving the group? Being invited to another project? And I, Huntrix's center, was the one being left behind? I pushed open the hallway door, and Mira was right there. Her eyes met mine, frozen. I couldn't hide my trembling. Mira, what are you doing? Mira was silent for a moment, then sighed. A sigh long enough to pull my entire misunderstanding back into the right place.
I'm not hiding things to betray you, Rumi.
She pulled me into a small room. On the table was a stack of documents with the company logo. Mira placed it in front of me. It was the first solo MV plan for me. Complete with concept, shooting schedule, styling. Everything had been prepared for an entire month. I was stunned. Mira spoke softly, her voice gentler.
Zoe and I wanted to surprise you. You've been working so hard lately, so the company decided to give you a solo MV. I was just arranging everything. I didn't hide it to betray you. I hid it to make it a surprise.
I sat down, exhaling a long breath as if releasing an entire week of heaviness. I thought, you were about to leave the group. Mira burst out laughing. A light laugh, one that touched my heart.
Where could I even go? Huntrix is my home. It's you and Zoe.
That night, the three of us sat in the living room, eating instant noodles, playing soft music, and laughing at the ridiculous misunderstanding that had lasted for an entire week. That night, when the two were fast asleep, I lay there, staring at the ceiling. The cool air from the AC brushed gently against the curtains. And I realized one thing. What's scary isn't the secret itself. It's when you love someone so much that their silence alone is enough to throw your heart into chaos.